And the pantheistic approach that they have does not yield the same results as Western Christendom. It's not even close. Let me explain to you why. Big part of our founding fathers, a big part of the Judeo-Christian values here, was the fear of hell. Do you guys understand that? These people write about it. The fear of hell. The fear of committing so many misdeeds. The fear of distancing yourself from God. The ultimate form of accountability that you don't screw your fellow citizen. And so there was instilled a sense of duty, a sense of greater good. When you follow something like Hinduism, where basically hell is what you make of it, right? Nirvana, there are different tiers, there are different steps. Nothing matters, so everything matters. And you create your own nirvana. And if you commit misdeeds, well, it's a karma. And so you create hell. Well, you know what? You know what happens with that? First off, it doesn't make any sense.
Why doesn't it?
People go, wait a second. I stole, I lied, I cheated, and I made more money. If this is hell, sign me up. Your own nirvana. And if you commit misdeeds, well, it's a karma. And so you create any sense. And I made more money. If this is hell, sign me up. There's no accountability. Yeah. And so they realize it's a scam, and it's a culture.
Top 10 American war crimes. Number 10. The Balinga Massacre, Philippine-American War. During the Spanish-American War in 1898, American forces captured the Philippines. Although the Americans viewed themselves as liberators, Filipinos had been struggling against Spanish imperialism for years. They did not take kindly to one imperial power being replaced with another. What followed was the Philippine-American War, a savage exercise in jungle combat. After suffering heavy casualties from the Philippine insurrectionists in the Samar province, General Jacob H. Smith sought revenge against the civilian population. He stated, "I want no prisoners. I wish you to kill and burn. The more you kill and burn, the better you will please me." General Smith's troops proceeded to carry out a genocidal campaign in the countryside. He ordered anybody over 10 years of age and capable of bearing arms to be executed, and herded thousands more into concentration camps. Unfortunately, these actions were only a microcosm of the larger brutality of America's occupation of the Philippines. It is estimated that at least 34,000 Filipinos were killed as a direct result of the war. 9. No-Gun-Ri Massacre, Korean War. When North Korean forces launched a surprise attack on South Korea on the 25th of June 1950, poorly trained American soldiers from Tokyo were rushed to the peninsula. The invasion created a massive refugee crisis as civilians fled the oncoming armies. Fearing infiltration by spies posing as civilians, U.S. command forces ordered that no civilians were allowed to cross the battle lines at any time. On the same day these orders were issued, up to 400 refugees gathered at a bridge near the village of No-Gun-Ri and were indiscriminately massacred by American forces. U.S. forces initially denied involvement, stating that no American troops were in the vicinity at the time of the massacre. However, details of the slaughter have emerged in recent years.
I'm a loving guy, and I'm also someone, however, who's got a job to do, and I intend to do it. And this is a terrible moment, but this country will not relent until we have saved ourselves and others from the terrible tragedy.
Years ago, on March 19, 2003, President Bush announced the start of military action in Iraq, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Up next, his 5-minute address from the Oval Office.
Fronting the $60 million televangelist Benny Hinn.
Benny Hinn is a false prophet, fake healer, and snake oil salesman.
We're going to get into the scriptures.
It's preaching the prosperity gospel to desperate people in need of a miracle.
So I have a question for you. Do you think you've used the Lord's word to profit?
Let's begin our investigation as pastor in the world.
I am a rich Jew, back by a richer Jew.
I pulled up myself to see what his church actually believes in.
Not a ton of people here right now. And the Israel flag, of course. I don't know anymore.
Here's the thing about these places, they're all so nice. You feel bad coming in even asking questions because they're all so sweet to you.
We're gonna hop out, go to church, give some money to God, and hopefully it 10x is like crypto.
What do some people misunderstand about the prosperity gospel?
I think they misunderstand the fact that
In order for God to be able to accomplish what He wants to accomplish in the world, through His people and with His people, and to those that don't know Him, it takes finances to do that.
This world go round.
Absolutely. Prosperity is an all-inclusive. Churches tend to be a haven for defrauders.
He would pitch to the church congregations his chairman's fund that was actually endorsed by Jesus Christ himself. Over a 2-month period, he embezzles $47 billion.
It sure is, Trevor.
I mean, how you got your Christian, how Christianity often leads to communist views, but you just explained it just now. You said like resentment for the rich and stuff, hating the rich. Actually, start with Christianity, though, Christian morality. You just explained that leads to communism. Well, Hinduism actually helps people accept their place, like you have what you make of it, like being internal, your internal world, other than your external. Most people say sense of things don't make any sense. This is coming from you, often placing more contradictory. I think the real reason, another reason is people see your religion as silly and easily as flat, two-dimensional, and silly. Even an internal logic, contradictory to its own internal logic. His internal logic, why you put so much emphasis on walk by faith but not by sight. Have faith, but don't question God. Lean not on your own understanding. That basically check your brain at the door. That's an obvious game that people in other Christian parties see that religion that shallow and fake. Whatever accountability there was, people see isn't real. They see it as not real. They see, duh, just mind games. Because your religion is silly, it actually doesn't make any sense. You think about religion in general, that people see it as silly. But how many times have India had communist revolutions